koso ni nyina eka ho fuel prices ekoso afei burdensome taxes omo ka ho asem no aban we so sa taxes kro ya esan ewo ho yenkwa IMF omo kwa IMF kan disi kwa IMF omo kan ya nei aban de kwa IMF me question me busa ne say these two political parties Ghana for no mode ye to atapra na se senate e bia musa asem we some de di agora na because ade no say wo promise say wo beba na obeye na oba no wanya or say hold responsible because we are Ghanaians yen ye to aba e de momo ti omo ba no meka say we ye be ye ma inflation akosoro e ba form ye betete petrol so ye sika sembe ye moro kese ye be ne nyina ye kona still ye yes ade na yen na yenye bio as Ghanaians where should we go efa ne ka no meka say former president e be gina simpie so awo kasa say de what did you choose the me de mahu no say yen ka samman to Ghana for asum de ye kana kama be do implementation na ko bibie wo ho enei say 24-hour economy ne betimi aye adwuma je say production wo Ghana ha wo be kai a wono ka agriculture ho asem and before ka planning for food and jobs o maka ho asem what has happened to all these things and I still enei ye import friends tomatoes no na say from other foreign countries wo mra ye betimi produce bi wo hanom the American say enei anam say abaning crofo na sebi o omo nipa bi me de sanam susu say wo mu na omo import niam na ebanti eba se ye twam na akoye dene emra so say ena Ghana bibia be wo ha bia production bia betimi aye obi betimi aye say oil na be produce a ene to e wo hefa Mahama no ka ho asem say oba revamp to ne etimi arefani oil wo ha ne etimi akasa etimi ama petrol no price abafom to every say meha. What has this government done for Ghanaians? That's my question I'm asking this morning. Enti Ghana for ya said ye yen ye to aba mo say omo medi so ne dia resources e show mo nsa se omo hwe na resources ye fa nya adwuma nem benefit ye yankasa mo nkohwe nem benefit certain individuals for their own selfish interests for the betterment of the nation. Say ye nyai sa selfishness na kasa menko ni anhwe man ni nyina definitely enema ebeko edietian. It is up to us as Ghanaians. Yen ena tumi no ewo yen. Two political parties obia de ne dia ba betudwa. Obia ba be ye bi. Yen hwe. Ye hwe beboa yen no ni ato abama no. Na waba be die so. Enyo mo nkonso na wo ho. Afranto no wo ho. Other political parties. Ye hwe na se two ni so ntumi mo ayen a. Ni yom yesi nchen. Na ne be heading. Right. Ekuya ne nyako ne Samson wa ha na menko na minti omo kakra na afi yenko dwaso na afi yemra na emedi nkomo ni ye ne ye hwe the J&J ticket ni ahwe the M&M ticket no ni ahwe what each and until me this anime we about it okay na minti
all right enra mitie no kakra at a point ni manikum
oh okay me dem tie na ma ne sai
Jano.
I'm up for cring. I'm sorry.
Ansa na no we kra na akai me. Enkwala na ekro nso hwe ne. Me baka ho. Nti enwa na adaje ni puso.
Me so me baka ho. Ne ono so.
Ene akra mi jana nka obetena fo nso amade ache.
Aden.
O kire nkrofo ade ne omo send questions ama
no. No so.
And I'm say madam kodawate na chena you need your head and your body. Good nti my any kan nkola ya bro. From crèche wako school fena national eba be so wahwe good yes nyame e ma omo se de omo hwehwe omo nsa betimi aka
okay
good enra na mi tie papa yi na nenkasa e ne dodo na yesomo a ode bo current government aha na mo kan se mi yesei mo nso mo ba yesei ya na mo ye sa comparison sa ene besi me ba meye wei nti mete wo no de ma me sori koda aye kra no me ba meye wei no unye nipa fofora yennim wa hoden say asomasi de fei no obanti na sama o ka no e de pa bi ono de oba you will do something different
okay
you have been on the seat before
so akonya experience oba
na Set no assume when this ya bema and son fortunately obey president. Efe no sense cry vice. And then ya me wa dom na betina command kunyano so as the main president. Enti na unim. Good. Sisi I no said the omo ka say ya sumu kwan no. Ye refi ade ntem se sa no kan ye refi ade ntem nti. Ena after 8 years no. O san ba be kan wa asem no dedede me ba me ye we san asem na o kan no na nyensem a me mekua mentim free politicians
what ya
nti de wo keken emu de wa hi na ye new to me kranti e wo sa metena ho etie wa e ma ade eche
that day ya repackaging
asem that day ya and moba enya de se o ba be ye
o de sana ho no
na say
kan wa kan de
na say ansa na omo ba no nye ono nko a wo MPP fo enyina aka ho bi ansa na nipa no ya na de enwonwa kakra wom ni se de omma ada no ne ye de ye re akohyenimu ti say na do ba omi administration on said they sa vimve gobina na wo no plus ba omi anima na onima de a ye de na ba beta na echi no na obi anim se omumienu badia
Ghana ya house we twa
because one say na natena nchen e kan se ye wone ma we nyina ye ntimi mfanye Ghana ye di oba obema Ghana ye
te sika so
Ghana betima ye te se heaven mampani kufo ebeba no nkomo saa na course nti oba wie ye na ohun se ade no ntese de wote nchen a ohun no e no bepa Ghana fo chew so that se wantiman deliver mu be hu se o
ade no nya sa na tie
se wote nchen ya good ena nananom so be henham ye ebe ye ni huhu ma Ghana fo be ji omudi ye se de nanado asie ni abre pa so adwuma ne do no obetimi aye enti mu mo betena so mo ntimi nya no de mo mfa ma no ena ma Ghana fo hu so mo ye he wasn't born a president
ya fa ma ne
papa ni mfam ma no no mo nya ma ye hwe enti nanka nana ne ba umia die ni enim se yantimi yandru te America cry betimi te London ena mo nso ba ye bra ABC ya mu ene ye tie bosie ya ena mo da so a omo bro mahame ya betina akonwa yi so pen se oma subida nka de okay ebeye ye hu ebeye ye nwonwa so nanano mantima anye yide mahama obebe mom ye try no na wo ba betena so bi wo kọ enti me ba me ye ni se to asem na wo ka wo ba ise na to wo ho media for no whatever you are saying is a CA wo ba ye na nyina wo ho dada eye den na mantima anya efe de wo ba wo de den na ba be emosia buru na nra na o ka ho asem no ngrofo ya buru mosia saa ba interested da wo no enti wo ba de wo hi na wo de ba be ko saa aka no na wo wi a wasa ba be ya de fo
so be a production as a export driven enti e no ba generate ska e de ama o man no but as to say asem no de na me ka na e de wo
arahosema
na ne yo
arahosema e wo mu ni say ye ni choice
you need choice oh
you need choice oh
you need choice
necessary din Ghana for do
but the power rests with us
na the power
to me no dia you need choice o say Ghana for you o say no yakoy party fencing Ghana for no divided between NDC and MPP
intina make us
that is choice. Where the problem
intina make us you need choice no because dudu na no di MPP achi na dudu na akodi NDC achi kakra bi na businessmen na Ghana
omo
NDC ho afono omo MPP fo ho afono omo especially businessmen no dodo na route for be me ya fe no oba cheda na bi da bi sa se cheda
da ben no bedru
da ben na ho dom yesen ni pa dodo sen na wogidie e woni mu na hwan na ebeja aduane a odi MPP fo table so no obe sori afiri wo se mi ja on ma ba be di cheda why never sori afiri
NDC fo no omo de akakra na ben
sa no mo kraso so mo dikedi dia good enti omo wa resemu say aha wa ha wo didi enti da benya na omo nyina bedi twi na who is going to convince NPP ni NDC supporters say mo me because omo no nya bidi no nya bidie no bra obeja ho akọ
selfishness no
enti na make say ye ni option ye ni option ye tete nche na ye ni party card ni ye swa che omo party card no nti wo wan to kra na ombeto amo naba your problem nyina no enti sesi yi no empa ye ne yemmo because wo mu se omu ye bi omu nyanka bi ebe ye de external shocks external factors ni nyina nso eka ho bi Kwame Nkrumah can say forward ever
backwards never ndi ekoye ni mo ho
anti de ye wo mu ne de because wiase no so nye ye nko aye de see us line e kan na say wiase Ghana nye oda akobo de na tenem enti wo so wo manage wo de ni yie kra no de de fra bonten a eba oyela wo kwa akoto eniema okoto afi nkrofo ma so nyina ne ade no wo so it affects you enti edie biem ne ebe ye mpa ya ne ebe bo se nyame na ebe ba mu o se because left to these two political parties in the bra
anyway me da say de nyankopon ka che Mose ko du resi no ho na ho aye den ne wo say speaker move forward kasa na ko wanim nye de bia ne betwe nyankopon ama enyansa ama nimdie wa ntumi samse ma mentew na me rakosia so
Kwabena
quotation say ya ke odi yi quotation enyi biem
ma mentew samse
o so la kire wa dwena na ada ne preaching
na di asam kure ni na brand mu wonu so se me yankwa me yankwa samse yankwa
reho say na apie kan o man yin sheda ni alternative kese bia wo ho a ni mu odu a
Nkrofo mienu wo so magu baabi
good last week and Alankas yes nyame ya adom na Ghana for to obama no a wo be appoint MPP
any NDC
for no a to kam yam hye nam say kurade a onidom say omo na kuta numbers no sometimes so ya na leaders ni pese kwa no ye corrupt no ye akronfo no aye people around them
by the leaders and the structures any way go on ma it will check all those things but I don't know ye nhwan masa ne manisi
MPP and DC no a se do se kan di MPP ni and DC no a na really yensa hwe ensem of former president Mahama Eka no o wa chi no e de pa hu se man se wo opposition a ya na mhunu se ase wiase nyansa nyina
unekutawo
because hwe de o mampene kufa ne ba omiam de na de ye on be kan o maye bi but enye de enye enough my to me make can say enye enough mame because the lectures ahodo e course no any sir delivery ya course we
you arrest the city. I've arrested the city and given the keys to IGP.
And
then the bebre.
Good. And some former president Mahama Eka no. Also, enya de nwanwa e ma.
Nya de ye TB de ni.
Sanity. Enti me hunu say oman no. Ena mpanimfo no nam se no alternative nti no. NDC NPP koso e de ya adwene e di agro. Enso omienu nyina eka nyina ayepe.
Adekoya.
Yes, emu nyina na yeso mu kokosi hene. Omo pe president ye bi. Na jataba se obeye. Enti ni campaign message ni ba ko ni say me no. Musa metie metchemu ana awie. Nyakopo yi modna mbe ye o mamoso mampani a. Medimula. Be vegetarian. No mo so bo mo nsem majata. Ni mo enim nti o mo yera nim dia me man ni nti. Se le tro se mo aka no ye dey.
Kuti ndia de obekuti.
Enti me mfa so so. Ya ko ka se.
Anyway.
Enti Kwabena. Ye mpani mfo no. Yesere. Ese. Ye ma structures no enya adwuma eno am nya kwan ye hwe former president Mahama o ka asem bi wo se said o man pele ko for tie konwa so a obi ekoye corrupt anaso obi e former any sika wo se anipa no ne hu so won ko no oba o mamra no aye adwuma si ye mamra na ye adwuma me ka kire ndisi fo se na nsem hu se case ato forcing ye prosecute no be hu na MPs no afri parliament no mo ko Mama Ghana for who sampa mu ye serious mo ba be fight corruption. E koso abanda da enum na mo prosecute no. Enti mu nyama na nya adwuma. Ne us ampa se na mo kan ma dey. Wani abre. Se mu tu sa na mo no a Ghana for nyina adwene besesa e de ama mo. Na emom se mu ye frem nipa na ko akira. Obi ti sa me e be tena kire hu se. Ase mo de ma adwene bi na edi agro.
Anansam na mo to kire.
Adenti na so be fight. Na obi atusa na mo no ne ye prosecute no a obejamra se be fie ho no akodi sa nipa na chi
samse be dase ma akosu amremu na afi ye nja ye poem so na ye ngbedi nkomo no
okay
akosu
asam yen sape e na meka na ni nyina ne se enka ne tete no a na nanom wo mo abu wo mo man no mo di wo mo man so no na eda wo mo akoma so se me ye de matui Asante region ha enti ya media me hwese Asante region betimi akoso wa ahonedie mu wa amanfo botom wo bibia mu na anokwasam se yese ye kwa akohia brofo nti ye be ya politics Ghana fo ye nhia politics ni ye wose yesa akohwe ni ye
Yenhia ni ye ohu
yenimu ye wonim adwena wo ye tirimu pa yenim politics ni ye ba oba ni nyina aduru me so eti me so me ne me nkrofo ye belutu ye bevia ni ye di enye oman no ene esi wo mani so omayi politicians meka ni dwen enye Ghana ehu ne hia wo mo nwene man ne ho eye say NDC wo opposition ha mo mpaye maye no NDC ni bia mne ne kasa say mo mpaye maye na se ba mahwemu yie enti wono nim sese na memo ni ba power sesi a wo ba beboa aba ba yeniema ama ono sisika ba ono so ne nsem bi enye Ghana mpuntu ene hia wo mo secondly woman ni no kure enchire ye timem fo no waso omuma ye hunu say there is no way say eniema ye to ne sabri ebeko na chi imagine emo ni ye to boto 12 cities ketwa no say baby abedu nti hwan pa na beba beka cha say wo betimi amana ko say cities ensi da hwe baby a gold kura first ni ye to a wo to gold a hwe baby na price ne wo hwe baby na gold akwa so are you telling me say unkwa wo ba wo di gold no ebi a 5 carats say wan no wo de beko 2 cedi ana eye no kura na waso mo ka kire yen ni ehunu say wo man no konanim eti me ba say na me ye na sika bedi nipa botom no matimi ato ba bi abedu wo mo nka no kura enkyere me last one ne say kasatente entoponko say de me kan bibia mo ye ne propaganda eti eba sa no a ebe de na ye timemfo yetimi asigina ye.
Thank you very much. Yenko dwasomra na afi ye ne abegyafo no metena se na ye ni enkomo nyame ya doma ne ye benya aye Solomon Nkansa ono ejem edema the NDC oye campaign team manager ema campaign team member edema NDC wasante mantem sanso ena asafoje aye ono aye honorable ono so bepim ade eginum ade ama the MPP ha no se
jo yemfa asadakese
all right me enko
yemfa asadakese emma Pepsodent say ma wo sen enshine na yinka boni nyina efri wanum enti ene yi
hold on na make usoro na nyade ate ya botekwi Solomon Anane ya no ni Nkansa no mo confuse me Solomon Anane
no Solomon Nkansa akwose ese wakena no atumo
ase
say na some so otobo oba park
ejebi ya be mu ho anyway ekwa me enko
yo enti wo se be fenka boni be firi wanum na ase achi nam na nya ahoden na nkrofo dompei watimi abubom bia na ye Pepsodent ba bia ye to na emanyina ukwa ya ubenya bi
na latest form aya brabo mu yonko wenim say efri tete ya gi latest form etum no ye hu say omo mattresses na no ne da so a etimi massage ye chi kama say de omo say ene ho nso e wase comfortability aya adwuma eti wama ye v sofa range e dia ba ebo no da form na say de omo si aye shape no efe papa ena colors bia wo pe bia bi wo omo hye design ne kama ntimi sro say wo pe konya papa e dia si wudemwa na wakoto latest form enkonya ni bi your partner for life
na make sure say KUC ashasi omo ye remedial classes no ama ye nyina ne titiri no omo a omo tro mathematics and English no omo antimi entwa no KUC se momra ema maths and English nko a enye we nka fie na July busu de to so nsia na ye shase ye dikosi bosumi ya wie ye 28 na edi ne nyina ba wie Saturdays and Sundays and I did my dear so amamo. No 9 is to no 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And yes, some Ramisia lectures and who could damwa. O bet me a chem my dear pa Amana no since you are what show your mass in English no. What's what me now dear na university be a person could be ano. What me aqua first batch no and yes 6 July to 28th. Now Nami Adam August no so 6 August to 28th August or no so KUC City Campus here and Equaso. Ono de Wednesdays and Thursdays 4 to 6 p.m. For whom them wow. Registration fee no 100 cedis. Free was 0501 637 383 and I say 0264 717 047.
MTN for Juma na omu dia ye friend se pick and pay later no da so pick and pay later na chere say mobile phones na obedru MTN shops na ya na sisi so nyina wo mo ton be fa bi e chere na adu sika aba na mmom okwan hyehyɛ wɔ ho obesinsan ho nkrata sada bia okoton ne ma kakra na onya bia de bi bɛkɔ akɔto na watwe na abɛya na asɛ bosomi bia wonya kakra na ade akɔ ebia asɛ me de bosomi miensa ebetua na asɛ bosomi nsia ne nyina akwanya ɛda hɔ ntu benya mobile phone na efe papa eni akromfo ne gede ne na kyese wara na wo tuton so a ya ma 2 gig data free ɛwɔ so bosomi nsia na ada so gyirama na wo use nti kwa gibie isam say MTN everywhere you go.
Medima fuheba Dr. Time da so se di he wadi no kra ma obi ade ne yare kwa wa hotoso fisan wo kwa wini se doctor wa hyebre bosome ede to so stroke wo be sorry na wono de hahama no onimo ankasa Dr. Time da so ne wa bie e wa twema agogo be so person no no nko akasa twira number we to 0244 774282.
Na MTN Asante First 2024 no egusuwa ekwoso na woche awie ye na nya asam keto akora e wo so full air street park ne so na ono aye zone D4 na asia ene ye ball no na nya easy kura e wo ho ono ka ho bi ma MTN ball standard ho do ze de mu kan ye no se mobile money registration any sim card registration afi hawa ho do bia opɛ ho muaye free MTN no omutu ho anamo e wo ho na ye santase tafo bantama ne mamponten omoso ede no ebekoso enche kura na demem da se kura no ni chekwa mkroma suapo mu a eni dwabo kese on bo ye frem panimfo kukudam Dr. Samuel na enoman pani da kofo Professor Rita Kusuya Dixon eni panimfo hudu opi ma na dus mu nya be kasa wase a na nya asam keto omo se Asante First in 2024 no live larger a bigger Asante Mantimu to be a emfa ne hunshi.
Enti ene na abosia nyina ye gye wo multi credit wa ase meboa no eya abo homoden se ne bekwa akopemu no watie enti se wo yankrankra se mo ye dom ni nyina akwa ye bema na mmom de ehia pa ene se wo account e wo multi credit mesro hye ne nso se obi eni wodi ni sika akoto multi credit a wo se gire asema ba ho enti de wo pemu atie no no afre 0244 176 9010244176 901.
Medasi.
Yes, yeah, that's it.
Kuya ne Samson ne Akosia. The omde be yowa no mode yo no Samson. The omde be yowa.
Na woni say o ka asofo nso so ebrofo.
Asofo brofo ne.
Saturday.
So what you anyway.
O ka ba ku bi kraka
Wednesday na.
Anyway, right as I'm Makwaba and Chena Fair, the Uncommon National so Jumadie so we're looking at the two political parties as usual. Internet said that you almost some bad nano pay. Yeah, they are catching Ghana for the choice is yours. Anyway, Yemfa messages Kakra Banfan Tuja and Famamo. We are from Lawrence Wache, A.K. Buche, Asenia, Asorin Kwanta, Unity Oil Filling Security. One was some from Wachena no pay. May we share BC candidates nina, especially and the titru Emmanuel Befi, A.K. Kofi Ma, any Darius Opoko, as our friend Akosi Poko, or MAGHS, say almost a random control in Yame and Warmo. Na omuntimi empase osiuchia honorable onyene champion Akwesi Jamfi MVP parliamentary candidate wo Kwabri East and honorable Keche Asumedu ono assembly member wo Asenua electoral area yada ase a champion Kaokuchi electricals ewo atonsu ono so edibi abre ne anopei ma yankenkan no so emfa emamona a champion country electricals atonso station o say ya the full support e de emma anyway my mentor so say the full support e de ma the say Dr. Bathio Pogu Prempese oni Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enkambom na osi onim say ye ticket no enye den a betimi abreki 8 no afei yensan commercial south ho enananapo na oye parliamentary candidate or say ɔsɛ yɛde lawyer Nana AJ Bafo ewia ɛna ɔyɛ bɛfele ka void na napo akreti no ɔsɛ ochia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia napo ɛne lawyer Nana AJ Bafo ewia we ɛyɛ a champion Kaukuchi electricals na ɔde we aba komensa ɛwɔ plateau dɔme kwabenya ɔno nso ɛde abasɛ ɔwehye ABC candidates nyinaa sɛ ɛne nso yɛ ɔmokɔtwe bia nko yema na afei ɔsɛ Ghanaians moma yenye careful na ima yento emma na sɛ sɛ wotuma JDM a ɔbɛba no abetwa free agent no ɔka so ntwam ɔsɛ yenka sɛ no emma no na ochia lawyer Michael Kwe Jr. aka Gabo PC ɛwɔ dɔme kwabenya constituency we komensa dɔme pillar 2 ɛna ɔno ɛde ne deɛ ɛde abrɛ ne anope we say good morning KOD government and I say mamenkan please I asked I've listened to Equia Equia for me whether in her entire life she has never learned from her mistake and make some amends whether she likes it or not that her MPP government will surely go to opposition by the grace of God. Anyway, to Equia se me fan krama but Equia onye MPP ni so no we nyabotana me introduce umpo. Anyway, so that is it. As Honuti Solomon Anane, ono aba bepiem ewo ha. Oba NDC, mpanyifo na odi akotene wom yie pa wa santemama. Samra meka say osan campaign team member emma the J&J tickets ewo Asante Mantem ha. Ono aba abepiem ewo ha no ma. Ye ko na afei ye ne no akwa ye nkomo twetwe no enso ase. Na ye twen se ora Nana Asafoje aye ono bosome frɛ ho parliamentary candidate ono so ma MPP no so ba bepiem ha na ye di enko baba me wish happy special birthday we enko Emma Mr. Osei Tutu Ajiman Kotoro ena dodo na efrɛ no Mr. Osei Tutu Ajiman Kotoro ena dodo na efrɛ no Ashanti Region Football Association no ono ena penny pa ono etua ano na ye wish you happy birthday Mr. Osei Tutu Ajiman ene ewa woda hat ye wish you happy birthday mame fan tudwa se Millifab Palo ena no memenda ena ye bia no ewo Ohwim School Junction na sabra meka se edwuma ni district deka o de biso omo kɔ hɔ no na omo nkan kyerɛ omo mo amane se de omo kɔ hɔ se de ye omo ye krokro mo ye yi omo ti kama na enye eno nko a sanso na pedicure ho ahodo afro black hair na apeso ye dreadlocks na apesi ni nyina no wo mo kɔ hɔ nyina ye abusa no mu ni adanse emfa encho nti ade afa tiri ho de anasa ho sisi ni pedua no ho de utwa eye Millifab Palo ho a na kyese wantwa yi anasa wamfa yi omo wo Ohwim School Junction na from ewo 0246 314 984 0246 314 984 afei se opeso frɛ mu na mo befie kura be yema wa na so ntimi nkɔ hɔ no ato sa ho mekro ya mafrɛ ya 0246 314 984 yebeba na afei yaba abeyu na mo menka se amo Ohwim School Junction ɛhɔ na wo Millifab Palo afei mame fan to just say a name company bia just say wabokui pa epe qualified truck driver unim oya car ona say unim oya driver na unim car kese ne bi kan na sebi upe adwuma dia adwuma wo so adwuma kora na say sebi yentutu ya obetimi akọ na odwani akire ho na ya found 10 say uhia ana say oya driver uhia say adwuma na frɛ Aziz ewo 0246 421843 0246 421843 anabetimi afresi bi ewo 0556 307474 0556 307474 tunim car kese etwi trucks no no ntwa company penipa ema omo aka ne bi di amomo na de ewo ho nti yakọ ne Solomon anane akwa could share nkomo twetwe no ase Nana Asafoje aye enso ewo ha ono ye PC from bosome frɛ ho for NPP ono so aba be PM ha no so it's J&J as against M&M entimi anko na Nana Asafoje aye akwaba honorable
senior
good morning na boko na so e akwaba ai bibia boko de
kakra
yeso yede nyame ase pa
kase free busu me frɛ ho for so bro mza no pɛ me ba me nchia ho
we di homo so pa
me nchia ho sɛ adwuma obo no omote
yede nyame ase
ko ho so ya na wa kan o masem
mate me kati busu me frɛ ho for me chia mo na no pay
ye problems doso but ye niam so doso ye wo I mean waterfalls be 7
oh okay the tourist attraction bebre ho
ankasi say udu ho no mo Easter bia beach kama sene mo kwa abono abosomtwe no
sa zubi ho
yes it ya no akakakra na problem no so akwan no so na o de kakra kan
me kadodo
adaruwa
solo na boko de
nyame adom
e share watch as woni agibisi
in fact no ni give me din komo about oh man what do you want show the compliment for them is that they have very beautiful voices. Okay. When I was coming, I was enjoying their voices. But someone no more can me question. Hey, so I was asking myself, saying, now there's so many. And see, me do ano. Now I wanted a few.
Encounter engagements,
a few clarifications from them.
Oh, okay.
But you know more. I can't
Anyway. Right, me share come train say there the road is set for 2024 elections. You say both political parties because both now I'm talking about MPP and NDC. Omo rotate the governance of Ghana since 1992. Inti omienu nyina ticket no say complete. We have J&J, we have M&M. John and Jane, and Mamudu, and Matthew. Wamo ena April. Now, Mamisha same free honorable Ayehona Yenshwe. The two tickets and what they bring on board. You share the two running mates. Okay, Mamisha same free running mates in her. Now for Yemra the tickets in Angaza. So, honorable Mamisha same free on them. Say, what do they bring on board? Or compare the two of them. Say, any of them could win the part the meme jina nti obi obewini bia no wo de obeka say MPP na be wini we beka say NDC ni na be wini but Ghanaians will decide but me too honorable
senior meda was na say me kan me chia oti fo nyina me chia MPP amanyoko no so na me chia santemai
okay
na me de me go straight to the point na me adom na me adaroma empire board ni ejumaden MPP Amanyuku has gone through the process. Me will cancel by virtue of the fact that me a deputy director external affairs and my party no. Will cancel. And na you Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. Or they na no disem ebetuja. Even before coming to council, now he has done a lot of consultative works. Ba parliament abishia majority caucus and there are two many actual reasons here say and now say a money settle on Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe.
Okay.
We share Council of Elders and there are two many say Wainy we share patrons and there are two many. In fact, we go as far as to diaspora. Any diaspora for Kakushia. We share all regional chairmen. In fact, very fortunately for me, na me here IYDU conference be so I had a meeting with him before coming back room. Na regional chairman for no Maria Omupie. Solid. We now say in fact a lot of engagement to be do council no. Na enkomo no cry sebe enkomo dada. And when you listen to every rep from all the blocks kasaye for and against unanimously endorsed and support the decision. Okay. One thing running across woman kasa no say there is a serious urgency for us to maintain power and consolidate the gains. Senior, we may not be able to do everything. No cry about copy. Me my count baby said, but so me friend. Ya kwan enye. Me kuso pray. Mpenufo edi manimu ina pray. Me so me dem de ba be count. But the fact that ye here but so me friend ho kwan. Enkyeresa asantemai and Ghana MPP nya kwan ye.
Okay.
So I say,
okay.
Me so me agenda 111 hospital almost 80% done.
Okay.
I've been there. I've seen them. Everything I said. There be a district being so near be. So the government might not be able to do everything. But the MPP, through all the challenges, into a Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh Tudwano. In fact, na asenia wetwa fufu na ton katinkwemu katia no so na bunabun kakra wo na enwan so ka it is na tom. Now you are asking Dana omumienu and they back on board. Fortunately for us, Era Maakye Opoku Prempeh has been a member of parliament before.
Okay.
In fact, 4 times member of parliament in no less a constituency than Menchia South.
Okay.
He has rich parliamentary experience. The governance rudiments, no otiase, washia, wakwadrimu, as against Yera, Mame, Professor. 2, Professor Beye, Minister for Education.
Okay.
Yera Maakye Opoku Prempeh, so Beye Minister for Education.
Yes.
In mathematics, that is the only denominator. I bet me a basis. Okay, education ministry. A dear na Emma here. Ye dikai. Teacher for muchra dear. 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. Ya mameno when chia muka.
Teacher for you.
How much are dear?
Teacher for you now.
Do no.
Me
wo example bebre.
And I say a section of teachers na sabi omo krata 7 ne membenti. Ya
me make krata after 4 years, 8 years almost of your friends MPP abai. Na no ya almost anko fa no na oba be try so be justify. But then fa.
Okay.
Omu ebinu kra omo ntua omo kakapre. Ebinu so ho a omo tua omo ka 2 months, 3 months. Ye papa Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh ebaye no. Ono ebetwi asaka.
Okay.
Ye tosubium. Me a product of training college. Mount Mary na me da adwokpo ho. De bia me ka se ye nante free adwokpo. People no so esane koje allowance ewo commercial bank. Me na me so me class. Na mpanifo ni bi na no na ye de bo akoma. Yet school no be ba ejina bontin beji chop money.
But should it get to that point? Say just see a allowance and son waiting about for yes.
You see, me say this is a allowance and son. I'm trying to depict how useful.
Okay.
Sasikano a yema some of
the
teacher training fraternity for a koi. Most of them. Mami ekwem. Under the watch and the presidency of John Dramani Mahama.
Hold on, and
also,
I want a question, because Uchemu kekesi with Chum, and I say or the another friends alternative by say because they elevated the training colleges to the levels of higher university. Yemo be apply for a loan, and that's what Uchemu keke.
What is the difference? Me, Sika me jay, nenya bosia. But in your yen, or yen bosia.
Okay. The difference.
And yep, the training college fraternity, alumni, Bia Babe Kasi, yes, Remo, and Moye. One from my Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh, no buy or be restore.
Okay.
What you say? Or be restore. And the options and the reasons you give, no, it is still existing and it's working.
Okay.
Netoso. Necessary. Almost so 13 to time or chemu. Opening near reho, a cansumu, no bit abonti, or becase, we didn't call or abadaye, or ye mammy, or watima, or nim, or no fontino, more bruni mobile. And if rafo, a sutifo, a mumfo, sebe, or musika, ye de bo mako, mampo, mammy and chia. It took Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh to come and again pay and offset all those arrears.
Okay.
Na Breso, the president then, John Dramani Mahama, na NDC for friend esiremu se jata. Meboa. Ono ankasa ni siremu se jata no. Ni siremu no a. Okwa achimota ne papa yi ni free achimota. E de ne call temale
Yen srim Ghana srim. Ghana nyina na ye dia.
You see, no.
Sometimes yes.
I agree. Nyam pesa me chair say. Nyam pesa me chair say. When you assume a certain national position, you become an asset of the country, the whole country. But it doesn't alienate the fact that you have an identity.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay.
And that is why
okay.
So I'm not wrong.
Okay.
They had to close down all the schools in the northern region because they could not afford capitation. It was under Jen Nana. Ira, Ebium, Dr. Macho Poku Prempe, Esa Baye, na Breso, no restore ye. So, the only denominator that woman terminim ponu, the gap is wide.
So, ultimate credit for anything good that she did our education ministry.
Just say be oka.
Who the who?
Just say be oka. It is not my job.
No, say yeah.
Just say be oka.
For the sake of the Ghanaians, so.
The question. What you say? The question too. As a good student that I am. As a good student that I am. Me answer question. So
that's where I choose to be answer.
As a good student, who we are. No one
Maakye. No one
score.
Yeah, na Maakye Ghana for Maakye. Anyway.
So the basic denominator. Here comes no near.
Okay.
Again, me friend Dr. Macho Poku Prempe, the problem solver. And critically, I think the two best pair we need is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Dr. Poku Prempe, and Bonichidom. Critically, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he also sees problem and finds solutions.
Okay.
Just as Dr. Macho Poku Prempe. Look, now me count baby say, proud to 2016 elections, the major two political parties are your Kroma. Major policies was in education. Baako say access to education as infrastructure. Say we see a school adan now Ghana and sana ye be mani pakwa ya bem.
Free situation.
The NPP also thinks that it is not just infrastructure, but it is financial.
Okay.
To me, I say maybe cry Irajo Mahamo Jinasim PSO X-ray analysis from primary, GSS, secondary category percentages are echo, ne percentages are dropping. I no catch and say who da okromo has say ubikiteska no nya school ko. So they propounded the theory, and their theory was infrastructure, and they promised the whole Ghana. And I said Ghanaian say, umbesi 200 schools under their tenure. One more term. Major policy. Papa John Mahama Bayen and the share answer. That is my major policy. So flag it for me. We see 29 schools per out of the major policy.
Completed.
Out of the 200, 29. Now, you hear MPP. The MPP also believed that your education, no dear, you financial. So we'll make going to secondary school free, and we'll even redefine secondary school education. And also buy no. Nanado Danko Kufadu nya quite no buy no. And also the major policy no or the Dr. Macho Poku Prempe and the Bedano.
Okay.
And yet, fantastic, superfluous, superb as he is. The Okuapemine Declaration. The first year of our governance, we implemented free SHS.
But let me put it on record, say 46 of the E-blocks in a year completed.
28 was by GOG. 20-something was by a World Bank. That record is clear.
By still E-block under Mohammed's
yes, my account. I say yes, you know my nada.
So open John Mohammed.
I'm not wrong. I know all these things.
All right.
Meaning so many had for pen or 40 something. But you see there. Let's credit him. Say OC 50. What is the percentage out of your promise?
Once an Oba government pay what he said yesterday,
Yes.
there was only about 53 of such. And we see 50 kwa say we equal the na Ghana kura one.
No, you see. Yeah, babe, when I didn't.
Okay.
What you say? May babe see your babe. Opano, on the bear man the fufu no. Bear man in Marco, on yardie. May my obi or ban and say, Charlie, Chimame.
May you say.
Me ba me you say. Na me ba ya. Body betim. Me ko kan ya say na ba ko no wo kra no say na o ma obi kra na me nya body betim mama. Is that what you are
anyway,
saying?
so yanko
that's the point.
Yeah,
and you cannot tell me. So I know credit it to them and give them a percentage of it.
Okay.
But the major policy, no, you're a Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh under his tenure implemented it.
Okay.
And near kasi. Virtually all the students in tertiary today, all of them. In tertiary today, level 100, level 200, level 300, level 400, technical universities, private universities, and teacher training, nursing.
Okay. All of them.
All of them. This is the 8th year you're implementing policy. No, this is the 8th year.
Okay.
So imagine, all the tertiary institutions benefited from the benevolence, from the ingenuity of the Nana Dankwah Kufado, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and implemented under Maakye Opoku Prempeh.
Are you happy with how the free HHS is going? We're happy with that.
Have we ever been happy with anything in this country before?
Make a personally.
No. Me. That story with me money din.
Okay.
Yeah? Me secondary school I'm mine. Na yetua school fees so. Ni yetua school fees. Ye wo enkola bi wo classroom a sebe. Wo mo ba dan a aduane no a ye che wo ho no. Sebe. Time.
Okay.
What you say? And they have stocks of food
in their trunks.
Ebinum so aduane a omudi wo fie no. Wo de compare ni aye di wa kwaman na ye twa school fees mpo no. Na emei no. Na ebinum so wo mu a dining ni mpo wo mo ma. Mpo so wo metwa school fees. Obi so wo ho a wo ba dining na sebe yen abenkwan wo se nkatenkwan no ye fe ne gas. Otimika lumo otimika se onfanche me
abudi no bi na so mo no nyamo
anyway say that gas na ye di wo dining honum is the best he has ever had. What am I trying to depict? Say nipa mu gu ahodo. All right. Aduane no a wo koto di no enye ma wo no eyema obi. All right. Just to say that all of us may not have the same expectations. But for me, what is important is that near a year key cardinal points na ema quality education no is underscored.
All right. 3 minutes we honum na mem cross no.
Say
we'll come back near governance na nkasa no.
So it's important to know to tell Ghanaians say and to tell Asante say the MPP yenim Ghana problem. The MPP are presenting Ghanaians with problem solvers.
Okay.
Opetiketa eye moja munua eye MPP ticket no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh. Opetiketa sebe.
No, we come to the ticket. We look at
guy. Eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh ticket no.
Okay.
Opetiketa sebe yen Genzis omote asemose omunim yehia na omunim nia ye hwe anim no eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh ticket no.
Okay.
And that we believe that it is what will deliver Ghanaians from all the world shocks are yinya even that we have been resilient. Intermediate Mr. Santimai say nyame adomo a MPP hwe mu no omode share prekope abefie ja Santimai ma wo humre so na Santimai kasa na Ghana ni wiase nyina hu se Santimai no wo kai yen ya yenso ye so.
All right. Thank you. I'm one fit our Samakase. With the two great men, Honorable Napo and Dr. Bawumia, MPP will break the ace. So President John Mahama should forget about coming back to power because Ghanaians will never vote for NDC again. Regards to Frank Esiedu Bequin, aka Protozua, next into Yosemi and Tumma Bahama. Mamra Solo. Solo?
Yeah.
Pacho Yenre, the two running mates. Any, what they have done contributed to national development in terms of education in Kroneba. What they will bring on board.
Medasi. My main fact so and chair His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President in waiting, come 27th January 2025. Na main chair your parliamentary candidates are Omo Asante ha Omo Dijumason Adibua Party. All regional constituency executives are almost obua Yankopon on Shraum. And then come on a bayade by a befana Mako. In fact, half troops be Akosoha, my for 2 minutes and 10. I am shocked to my marrow. So any person would adduce to the facts and as I can say 100% of students in the universities today are products of free SHS.
Okay.
That is the greatest palpable falsehood. No, and toa ye wo me matia MC Modu Pare na Asamoah Mati.
Okay.
About 20% of students today are in private SHS here in this country.
Yeah.
They are doing very well. Me who Roman for the ba kwa wo call Mamponten fa do me
Our Lady of Grace.
Our Lady of Grace. Fantastic school. Olak. And they have spread across the country private free SHS where parents are paying fees. Those products are in the universities. Oko universities ma, there were foreign students today in Ghanaian universities. So it beats my imagination.
That all of them.
That because of political expediency.
So they are not about treating that
a bro magine ne mentiasie so. Se amanyo sam ene no kura yem pesa ye kanti. Abrantia fefe be national TV so aka say enkode wo university nyinara aye free SHS.
I don't know taken from context now.
No.
And I say you don't consider the context.
Context be the
okay.
Context. The second point, say, under the John Mahama and Jane Nana administration, 3 other region and cruises could be down. Problem I never was happening was mild and yet pervasive.
Problem no one man mild.
Na eduane a teach kakra. It says John Dramani Mahama ma has no kwine. Na na womo nti no mutumi ba bonten be kasa and then koda tumi we gari bosome wo ye head na ye bema biwa no that is the difference nti yan close school bi adam e ho ne yente ne te emfiri ho another entro a wo matwa me ocheche ni I am still a teacher me say I have died my call radio so over and over obi meche me nipo ye adwuma 4 years etwa ne ka 3 months it is also palpable falsehood.
I know I won't take you far. I've done this one here, and I got a number of people.
Senior, let me.
Allow him. Yes.
Mr. Me Solomon Anane. I am a living testimony.
Okay.
Michelle Jumasano. I worked for 14 or 16 months as a Makatua Eba. Midway, me jai school call. Since I'm a CN Piameka, my brain may need family beko. See at me, pa.
You too, pa.
And now you're working about me, can buy all the 14 months a buy. Once I stop along the line, say school no
14 in your
bye. See, me call the accountant think catch him say me kwa. It's just say nabi mama school into no. Young work it. Na be yet free. Na me find the person in no.
Okay.
And so I'm into that letter to the bank for my first salary.
Okay.
I agreed. Me call the man first can uncle. What is anyway, there are several people whose story are like mine.
Okay.
So the government here call rounds across the country. We heard reports. My year Juma 18 months in Jamaica, my year Juma 14 months in Jamaica, and the government said no. This thing is becoming too much. Some California, let's just lump them. For a start, give everybody 3 months. Now you're auditing. This is the operational word. Auditing said truly. no mu wo school mu a omo ye adwuma a ne ntu omoka.
Okay.
The auditing was done. Everybody a chair say ampa within that framework you were in school, you were paid.
Okay.
So obi aye adwuma 2 years ne ntua ne ka na e bia ye auditing no. Listen to the official word. E bia ye auditing no. There wasn't substantial proof to indicate that really he was at post. But let me also here give a caveat. I mean, Kasim will say, policy be a bar, and yet 1 or 2 people will be affected.
Okay.
But generally, some policy no, and they did more this sanity. Sanity.
I've noted it. No.
Did sanity about into the profession today.
Okay.
And then you have monthly validation. A buying cry person, or they call daily validation because monthly need you validate you akopa ukọ but say you daily but say you daily you bet check time a wo beye nti one time be one be ya akatwa na nyade emma boss, do you know what's happening today? I did win coming yet but no crime MPP phone can't. I have here 2 promotion letters. First one promoting me from deputy director 2 to director 1. Second one promoting me from deputy director 1 to deputy director. I have the 2 letters.
Assistant director.
Assistant director 2 to director 1. I have the letter here. The then one promoting me from assistant director 1 to deputy director. I have both letters here. And let me read one to you. Now one says, I am pleased to inform you that Ghana Education Service Council has authorized your promotion to the grade of deputy director. This promotion take nominal effect from 1st September 2020. Like I say, and my promotion take effect. Honyanke promote me. Or sanke mama dear friend or Aries. Now listen, and substantively, are you listening to me? And substantively, from 1st June 2022, what does it mean? It means even though you were promoted in 2020, but you better say 1st September 2022, barely 2 years. Do you know the effect of that? See, I shall say from 2020, okay, my salary would have been enhanced. My state contribution back through. My co-pension I would have been getting a better pay. But because you cast a nominally, you are 2020, when I call promotion, no. But I buy delay all the process I committed my letter buy no. But September 2022, this is what is happening today. I have both letters here. This is far worse. Than the 3 years. 3 months one why no begin account. This is because that time called the arrest and yet you get it. But this time you chago. I have the other letter also here.
Hold on.
I have the other letter here.
That's all man so. Exam so na so call or interview no as if on way and then it takes effect that is where you are promoted. That's all the teaching profession is. Okoye interview ni way na. That day now we na.
A process. It's not an event. It's a process. The first day you file to over file it. File it be then they will invite you for an interview. You go for an interview, results will come, a process. Into processing now no. Hither to have been a teacher if you sometimes do how it is catered for. And Baba no call promotion and now arrears 13 months, arrears 14 months.
Interview then you start it takes effect.
Arrears you enjoy. Arrears and it's not there.
Is it done in everywhere in Ghana? Say that interview now it takes effect from where?
Me say I've told you say I am a teacher.
Yes.
And have risen through the ranks from superintendent to your superintendent.
Hold on. From superintendent that was how it was. That's what interview now, then they take the effect from there.
A process, and then I will go interview.
All right.
There you fill the form up to that.
Right.
Let's just settle that matter. Again, on the issue of education, you try once more. I am happy. Say in this, I feel you majanda monyajmo. What say? Was it cancelled? Was it no? Then the history is that no more the kind of say certificate awarding institution and I'm also more tertiary. I hope you are with me. And tertiary students all over the country are taking loans. I say let us enhance the loans for you because now more do tertiary status more again a certificated institution. Now dear na your time no moje alawano.
they were being feeding now buying tia. Electricity now buying tia. Now quota free means school bia okwanya so funny pa ope. Government now introduce again alawana no mge sabreno. Now 12 months from January to December and no moji. The MPP come back and cleverly institute what is called allowance. Now it is paid a bravo school bonus kuma. So it is now 8 months out of the 1 year.
Okay.
Noted. Again, feeding yetifi alawanim. Electricity yetifi alawanim. Inti yentini nyinano yababeka wonsa 105 ask every training college teacher. In place of that, abasi mama 105 for 8 months. And unti obeye compulsory national service of 1 year to pay the debt. First now wonji alawane kase inu. Now we need national service. Ubi ya near the what to so again. A bank any differential method biaba. All teacher for only be a good through the licensure exams. And to note here that one, there is a quota system because of the omuye yentino. Nipa training college befano. That is so. 2, uya ukwa serve 1 year. Achia alawana yadema ono. 3. Ukoye licensure exams. Na none ye miss bia. A bank our target nipa person form no di bigu. 4 uya wa kope with school. There yakwane say ask every teacher who has been enrolled currently and they will tell you say you have to pay substantial amount. You pay money to Goro boys.
Honorable Pacho.
Goro boys.
Okaso ye no to the jano.
I just say me a good better. I sat here was writing. So I was just writing.
I don't know so one buying because I buy want to turn in
wine. Wine you for mono.
Okay.
It's on just call. You mute again. We see or can no be kase and na Jane. San child nursing training allowance brother braka. Me Pacho Minister for Education. Nursing is it an Minister of Education? I know him. You see, omo ko shede ma na atwe no sam omo se mo beka. But ni money nya adwuma. Seriously, anya adwuma. Napo as reference when him the MP for home teacher mama. Why are the channel shape teacher can be mechi party na me short. Me name to the obey bam teacher mama. Wo mu hu se entansa I what Dr. Mamu ba onya ono. E doso no do.
I didn't answer no one. You remember the ticket. You have ticket.
Ni hu nsam no e doso. Pressure goods na no wording. Nti yemfa wo bia ono so nsam wo no ho mra. So that attention no get the part be call na position. Na ba omia ho han.
On major shock no be.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
And that will be the only reason amode na pobeba.
Yes sir.
Okay odi. Me no me ni FDP. But kakra ba wiase. Running mate Bena, ye be no. The son is a coffee copa nipa bear 20 chow as a
copa.
Oh, now who can some word you need to me? Radio. Oh, me almost for you. One bit you trap picture. Hey, I can't some of you. I can't go. Why no who be?
That happens.
Oh my God.
It happens. Yet the rumors Yet the rumors during the rolling. Yet the rumors during say ye John Mahama as the running mate for Professor Mills. A lot of rumors, but I said they wouldn't buy.
But I am the say, oh, castle rumors. But what are your rumor? You who non cancer board do not. You who chama would be you who were had your cost of good piece pipe. Now, candidate winning in education. Dr. Mamu, Dr. Opoku Prempe will be greatly remembered for his subtle desire to introduce sexuality education.
How?
Oh, how say? Now they woman count in your broker, Kenya person, not any umbre, Nagat any umbre, Ghana for who KOD, materials for Kunya Intini, say I'm prima way Ghana, and Ghana for any umbrella, and sexuality education kamba. But the truth of the matter, I say, said the MPP, see aside Ghana, I could do no. KOD. So, Omuko for Messiah, Kwabena running meter, they are going to lose this election. Because Sanka Napo or ye outside the ship a sinking Ghanaians and I'm coming by her. Perhaps Obeka Sebia, I am not part. He's bringing something new. But he is within the ship. A ship no a sinking Ghanaians. To the extent that the hope that we have in this country today is a hopeless one. And then saying, and nay, who ye Ghanaian?
Wakasa 20 into no so 20.
Wakasa be 10 minutes. Watch you.
Wakasa 17 minutes yanko.
Oh, yanko. The point is that and a ship no as sinking to this magnitude.
Okay.
But me, Kumasi na midi increase. So when you say I am the only Abia politician passport kwa mini bi. Mashada. That's a high na me wo. Na me pese.
Unko babia.
Ya bi unko babia.
Ote ya.
Na po onye MP wa Ashanti region.
MP ya.
Otumfuo na me bo dia na mabo me mu. Ose konfo no chi. Bubu. Na nakọ wunye ne wura ho. Da wo hwe na nanimu a. Won say ni presem. Ose yemwa ni ensi konfo no chi. Na po wa ban nim. Ye di over 400 million akoto amna, the most expensive hall in this country. Enye na yame ya. Managers of Konfonoche abomodin akratas abeguta mahabo. For barely 3 months me ntimi clear. Na po ugo kromo ha. Wo ya kaniba, wo ta santimamu. Wo dwe ya ho wo pese ya to abama as vice president. You couldn't even clear the containers of tars for Pimswa for Ashanti region to thrive.
I don't know so one born.
You see me home say, oh yeah MP I was Ashanti Montem.
So say kodina.
And me na Konfonoche esu. Say ya kanyama wey abegu port. Clearance kake ayaden. Asemu ben na MPC ka ye na podina simpie so ka che say Ashanti man here development. Ashanti man here ye de here ni party t-shirt. Just sabe ye bia. Enya budget are okay. Ya beto man MPP. Na papa wey and na wo say ye. Hwe anombo kan ye so arrogant. I don't do ho. Suban ayesa nyinsen e boba. Na so ye mutu na obodanta obi amfa ho. We told the MPP when Nanado was coming. Say papa say omontie nti okon konum kalipo no akotefe no gofufuo no ice water. Ye ka kire mu na omontie. Nti the issue of arrogant or then misole nyame but ebeba abeto om. But if you ask me, what significant thing has he done? That's when choose. And I said, "Bimu bu Ashanti Montem and obu menhia and obu organ because say Naponie Massa free SHS. It is never the brainchild of Napo. Any anka current education minister ever say. Say, if America buy no, America STEM. One say STEM. Now America power me boa. And one say subtly he is introducing STEM. Any other can say, on no policy ya one nature. Or person ye juma. Na podie said ye na ne abre a person ko ba na mdi kan boss no sexuality education but then the Ghana for say hey ye ko hwanye yi but outside that in Parliament House onye unifier onye good debater onye team player. When you saw him in Parliament House only saw him in just small brow we saw the picture. What did he say? Putting out getting what getting here? So what be who's the the Oyan says so any problem me kwa bonten. Never know what thing. Abba.
A new interpretation.
Then look at the video. The video na dey know what did he say? Say no, the video. We just say Shamo bonten.
Okay.
Na nipa wo ye just member of parliament. And put na this ego and this posturing. Ye the cohesive powers of the state man as vice president what will happen.
All right.
It's a coming days.
Okay.
We are going to talk.
Okay.
But as I've indicated, in this election,
Medasi.
We will lay the first bet.
Thank you very much, Medasi.
Thankfully, I'm painful many way
Medasi. Thank you very much. Be my witness, we must not put all the blame on Nanado for the current situation we find ourselves in, and where I and many more feeling disappointed about him is his inability to explain oftenly the causes of these economic woes. It is not well here in the Netherlands. Yet, with daily explanations, we accept things as it is. Therefore, no demonstrations. Nana has done well. After all, these global crises, the free SHS is still in progress. Dadwin Ewo Amsterdam. I say the Okenya and say fast boning in more Nanado Ewo situation see a woman now by Netherlands. Neman kuye na de oye disappointed one na administration say omo ma bontin be chichiri mu yi e ma manfo enhunu na nam say crisis ne koso nyina nkwan fe SHS eda so a e koso ano aye ono na dwenchira odi aba. Good morning KOD. You said certain company is looking for a driver. Okay, actually no friend. Why Mr. we dey know your advert no wasem. Musa Bato ewo asawase ono edibi aba. Former President Mohammed's comprehensive policy alternatives presents a robust roadmap for Ghana's progress. Reactivating the Media Development Fund will undoubtedly benefit those in the media space, enhancing journalistic integrity and capacity. Tackling corruption in government procurement is crucial, as no economy can thrive with rampant self-serving practices among public service holders. Furthermore, the Free SHS initiative is a testament to our commitment to inclusive and equitable education, ensuring that it remains a permanent fixture in our educational system. To we Musaba today or the ban say former president some of Kase Obebua ama ye de fan na behwe nsontrofo na beboa na afei wasan aka bi de afa economy no se procurement no cross mba no yanhwe hosom aye ne yanka de nsem bebre na beba ena osan eka se free SHS no aban ajatum na se former president ajatum se aba be kan ho nti obehwe se ebetimi akọ mamemra honorable Hona maintain rebuttals be 2-3 minutes na fe
I think that you fairly moderated the show well, and some of your questions for me are spot on. They exposes I mean the inaccuracies in the conversations. Number one, and I'm happy say you sought to put it in context. So we can say Kolewo if any universities in a tertiary virtually free SHS. Now can say foreign student and private school.
Okay, say oza mibusa o say omunyina hold on. We say omunyina. Okay, yes.
If I make such comment, is it not
in context? Okay.
Then Kolana obi ko private school obi fi Abroche no aba university or no free secondary school asem kan obi. I am saying that no student or ko aba school share school fees 7
Solon Pacho me. You have been a gentleman all this while.
Again, so okaze no money you debate. You see, it's been exposed. Now number 2, I am shocked and surprised. Say o catch me say you are comparing your promotion to an unpaid salary. I will be a head man. Yeah, me first appointment was by me February, my first appointment. They didn't pay me spot on. They didn't pay me even within that year.
But
they paid my arrears.
Okay.
So what I say?
On an argument, no.
And I'm saying,
okay.
And I'm happy you pointed it out. Say, who be a and you saw a litany of people a buy. Minim say obedient in the year and can me GT appointment letter buy. Me Jenny bank statement, me electoral area coordinator, me Jenny bank statement buy. Several of them. And opa, Yensan Sumbi portal and see and let people show you, give you evidence.
If you at the appropriate time, yes.
Yes. Also, your friend is saying educationist. Licential exams, and you sought to say that it is a deliberate attempt to cut teacher for out. When you see, say I drink Kessben or drink a dear and Kanya, Ayana a binum hunu sebe. I mean, to choose my words well, a certain mediocrity, and then lawyers. They call themselves learned colleagues and professions. Because they have a professional license.
Okay.
Doctors, they call themselves so. They are professionals. Because they have professional license.
Okay.
So Maakye Opoku Prempeh, as professional as he is, say teacher for so let's professionalize you. What you say?
But isn't it from professions that are?
No, you see, but you see, the licential exams qualifies you so to speak.
Okay.
A DNA deliberately now obi a otro license exams no or otro exams na ye nim say we no we free agoti mekpete we free friend say ankase ana we free siwa ana we free bofuedu. Okay. So it is a non-starter. Again, me and some count because we have former presidents. Sebi.
You're another way to the discussion today.
LGBT niamano. Omufie ebi wo.
Former presidents.
Otia, also a teacher. Say Napo.
No, no, a teacher.
Oh, a teacher. Thank you. Sorry. Napo, under his watch, he sought to introduce. Tia Brofuno, he sought to introduce. Utimika Sasemwe. And yet propaganda, jandamu nyama. You sought to look. Okay, Mamika Semcho. He knows the processes of accepting a curriculum. Thank you. He know nipakwa oye curriculum ejuma.
Okay.
And then can you find say minue oye MP wo infantima wo him for all this enkra. Oh, MP. So no na ka board as an Oba parliament. And can you find question no? Did you see? Did you hear Napo accepting anything from that
it was under his ministry.
You see, Mami Kancho. So under his ministry, then we would all line up things that happen under ministries. Ministries minister Pony Mushe. On about touch our metra and Cassa executive director, Ekotia Sagrame, where only Mushe.
Okay.
One metranka, any court, and then Sagramedi, and then the college down and Koti. So if you say the mere fact that it's under his ministry, the mere fact that it's under his ministry, I'm shocked, surprised.
No, you shouldn't be surprised because he's the back stops with him. Okay. Thank you very much. Another one. I've never heard tickets in Ankasa. Ever heard the 2 tickets in Ankasa?
NDC prepare the arrogant argument na ba. Bra, ya boy ho.
Me da se.
Ni e be kire mo who say. Sebi John Mahama. Ni su dware mu ade e okro mu ha no. Enye bi ni ehu no. Na Ghana ha no sebi woni ade na wakukudura.
Thank you very much. Best wishes to the in the examination, especially Aguna Samai. Quick greetings to Honorable Mavis Mensa Buedu in Kansa Buedu from George Osei Asmini. We always say ABC for best wishes, especially Omamo Aguna Samai Secret no chair Mavis in Kansa Buedu. And so we say the election 2024 but the election 2024 is the easiest election for Ghanaians to inform their decisions making. It is simply another opportunity for Ghanaians to judge between the 16-year governance of both NPP and NDC since 1992. It's another referendum platform to choose between competent and incompetent, visionary and visionless. It is a referendum to decide between the two flag bearers, that is Dr. Bawumia and ex-President Mahama, who served well in his vice president. It's another opportunity for Ghanaians to choose between an education minister who cancelled teacher and nursing allowance to an education minister who introduced free SHS and restored teacher and nurses allowance. Reject John and Jane to save the country from leadership crisis. Abdurrahman Bako in Old Barrier. Okay. Honestly, election ye be hwe me no bia be 16 years nti be hwe de obi aye na yakba no okoma ba bi faako okoma MPP4 na de no. Please ask Solomon for me, which government is introduced training college into college of education, or who of upgraded training colleges and colleges of education, and which government also introduced college of education into degree? Let's also understand that the e-blocks he was talking about, some of them are still not working. Typical example is Droboso e-block because of where the school is located. Okay, Solo right. Solo, just 2 minutes now for him rather than next one.
Or say debate no. Bema Abraham was. One who say collective responsibility every home. And the purpose of Minister of Education, Napo. We are here. As long as it was under his ministry and his watch, there will be a first collective responsibility. And see, won't me any no enframe. Let me also say, education. I said I'm not coming. Menya very comfortable. See the education. Political. Just menya comfortable.
Baba the count.
Because I know me person you free. Because today, as we speak, we have teachers who are MPP. We have teachers who are NDC. Now, some people, say, the sources of free SHS and the best answer of political fortunes are very dangerous.
You are afraid?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid in the sense that, say, I said here elsewhere, Nkofobi, you see that pull him down syndrome. Nkofobi, see that the crabology attempt, koto egu kantemu, and yes, and the ye near Reno. Yem pesi education. Yem pesi education because we are who we are today because of education. That is why when I go to every program and they want to make zero in on education, I'm not comfortable. Education, health, and other things, irrespective of persons. But I buy way because they have failed momentarily, almost fairly in magnitude. No movie said the only thing, populace, me, I hold you on, is a so-called free SHS, which was willfully and badly implemented, even though a good policy.
You call it so-called?
You see, yes, it was willfully and badly implemented, even though a very good policy, because it is enshrined in our constitution. Your constitution, yes, sir. But Omo who said they have failed in economy, in every sector, in security, in job creation, everywhere they have failed. Corruption, they have failed. And so the only thing they are holding on are dear Bakupa Aka, Aumukutem, and they free SHS. And they think that Nkrano are very young and gullible, and for that matter, let's just use that. And it's not good.
All right.
With him today as we speak. Now, together with this current minister, will go on down in record. As two ministers, a car with education now, unprecedented. Today, open the phone lines. Omo supply eduane to secondary schools. Omo pam school uniforms. Omo now secondary schools ni nkuta hudie. Ni omo ni nkomo. And let's look at how they are a car. Omo mini banks buso makobo ebida omonda pressure kumbi. But these are national issues. That is why His Excellency John Dramani Mama is saying, let all of us sit at round table. And let's look at what is good. But yesterday, he said something that is instructive. I was saying, a dedicated source of funds. He said, health insurance, 2.5% of that. He said, get fund, cater for infrastructure and education. I was saying, a dedicated fund. Free SHS, and that's the way to go.
All right, thank you very much. Let's move on. But if I to just say a reputable company be a qualified truck drivers. Now, I employ one more immediately. Sabria Mika say, said you'll be a message by no. Now, just say what friend number me says so because of Sandy Pacontina, me says, see, a unisono. We are interested at friend number Aziz, the 0246 421843 0246 421843. Esibe Edie 0556 307474 0556 307474. Tunim a car Kessien a car. Now lines is BBI corrector. No friend numbers here. Made it 2 day. Milifa Palo. Ewo Oshimase School Junction. And now no memenda any be ti ohwe e kuapesi tiri ho a we twa ne kama eho ena okutwa no ohwe ho fe said o masisi ho no said ye udu okra ho kra welcoming just say wunyi uti kura so yuti bi kura ni ho kura so kuyi ho no nya no nko amo ye pedicure omo permanent cut man afro black hair e betimi adai ade amount dreadlocks na peso ya eno so betimi aye efidie no bibia ye mono kama ye sesi ni yi ema etimi se opese ebia ye befi anase bi obia wo frɛ no ye ba ahoma no nie 0246 314984 0246 314984. Yawo eye Ohwim School Junction. Bibia fa 3 ye hu de, 3 ye hu de. Fako na yenye emma. Na de etie and right. Me move on afi yenhwe the next one na yenhwe the tickets. Both of them 16 years each.
A ticket na asem na make.
Yeah, but na mesha wo hanuma ba ho.
No, me. No,
just a minute.
Just a minute.
Just a minute.
See, if you say free SHS, and yet na pokra brain child, but sexuality there, brain child. That is the same debate that will expose me, or the one that will mellow me, expose you too.
Thank you very much. Right, me the ticket no. Me pacho. Me move on because of time. Me share the tickets. J&J tickets. M&M ticket. This time the shall say free solo ho. Enya makroya enei MB before the bomb so bo. Say enunti yebe yi mu free abem no. Those things are still going on. Enya makroya nenra me tie the former president. Osambo boss say oba obehwe. Where do we go? Should Ghanaians believe more as NDC? Maminti solo.
Mamenda was and was onya kwenya. It's a encounter with the media now. On Casadia Macroya. In fact, the man na me chimi so from. Na me tie o mampeni dada. O babeye o mampeni. Na mani achi. Na me hu onipa what failing itself because every question was welcomed.
You have just 10 minutes to finish, indeed.
Say Dr. Mahmoud Bamias Obu Omani. Pa
Onyebi.
Kobetine Pega.
Sa.
Me say, so see Obu
Omani. O
Avelino ho.
Okay.
Kobetine Pega. Me say Kobetine Pega. But you see, John Dramani Mahama, Andra, so we share the speech now. Or can be that was very instructive. And it has informed over and over. And they say, we cannot do the same things over and over and expect a different answer. We need to move from what we have done in the past. If you say Ankoyi. The structure of our economy, we call invest in a science student. But all my courses in entrepreneurship and they will tell you, say, your structure no import driven economy. And I'm a basically an agrarian economy. We don't add value to them, they are exporting. And no, because we all export a born form when you add value to it, sacre mo, the fun fidiemo, manibaya the fofra, and the scow. And then see for Ghana, see a big jump running. Near or Maya, yes, you have a dear home. Now, ya for can ya can be no. That was yes. Now, a nema woman, you know, say, a nema penny bet me the Akosan Samon, or a very bold policy, which is called the 24-hour economy. Now, 24-hour economy, and they say, you were productive hours at Yanko Pondia Madipa, 24 hours from Anapa, Kosi Anapa. But a bibre mamuhano. Yeah, Juma mani bobe no numa. Na numa ni bebre na akoda. Enti fi no numa akopma de chen. Numa ni bebre na ye mfa nya adwuma. Ai betumi ya adwuma mana boa wo man no. Enti edi kan say, wo de niema begu akwam na yetimi enwuma a omo opepa no na omo betumi aye no. Aye adwuma fi anapa ekosi anapa. De ade beba nie ebema nipa bebre anya adwuma aye. Esan say Kessben 93.3FM me from one example. Mo woni nipa 20 a omo ye adwuma na omo pon 5. Na se betumi afa 3 shifts, 8 by 3, 20 by 3, equal 60, and that is right. Echo Sanum, Sanamu produce phone way and I'm more 10. More 3 times, a better 10 by 30, and I'm a boy. In terms of production, a better cost. Or production a cost, not ye nebi, ama ye di, and maybe broswa, ye bet exporting. Yeah, exporting, no, ye may be hard currency. Ye hard currency, no, now your local currency, no, I want you know, a cost. A conversion I befa must have you aye and okase. We are going to modernize agriculture because yempo ye cost benefit analysis ye pese ye Ghana ya ho den se pese ye kobi buma kuayo sense ye wonsa se a ye very fertile. In fact we analysis now from same fikin tampo akoka ye ni mali chenos no ye nsa se na wo ho no ye chan mali ani Burkina Faso nsas and na ye kase omo na be ye ntos omo na be ye ejene even body akura we are importing it. How is it that we have this fertile lands and they are not making? And no, because the attitude and mentality, idea agriculture, doesn't encourage majority.
So when did you realize all these things?
What's it?
When did you realize all these things as a party?
No, you see, no.
No, I want clarification for Ghanaians. Yes.
There are stages in life. JM, first term, 2012 to 2016.
Okay.
He said we had an infrastructure deficit. Okay. He was bold. So you were infrastructure deficit. And for this country to progress and be productive, we have to bridge that deficit. Infrastructure. Into Obayeno, we saw a massive, vigorous intervention to make us say we bridge that deficit. Deficit, then saying there were two gigantic ways. Ghana, you're important, you habos, tema, any takrade. Now habos soon to me accommodate bigger vessels. So what did he do? He expanded Tama and expanded takrade to accept bigger vessels. Kotoka International Airport. Planes be now, per the nature of the port. What did he do? We saw massive expansion at Kotoka International Airport. That aims at that. Tamale International Airport was strategically constructed. Why? Because it was going to be a cargo airport. Cargo airport in the sense, now we have a way. The cargo will do the Tami irrigation dam. A big produce vegetable in up north. The Nyasa raw vegetables now. Those vegetables have been exported out of the country. So say international airline, these vegetables be free and hence the idea behind Tamale International Airport. A lot of schools were built, a lot of hospitals, a lot of roads, a lot of housing projects, and all were aimed at bridging the infrastructure gap. In his first term, JDM John Dramani Mahama was clear in his vision and said that because we had an infrastructure deficit, let me tackle that. In the second one, he have seen at least some stripes in the infrastructure, even though we are not there yet. But what we're saying is that, why are people too much complaining? We are complaining because amo aye friend in toes maku and 9 20 Ghana cedis and ye dia one ye twimokoni njene nkwa ye timi tontos and ne banchi ye 20 cedis and the rest and ne body is in the rip of 100 Ghana and the rest. The economy descushiting hardship ahuchire befwa my Ghana komuno panyine bi no hu say Ghana ye ho ben han kakra e wo say my ni sa brain. Yeah, stabilizing the infrastructure. So I was on modernizing agriculture. What are we going to do? A dear ben I get disincentive about the Ghanaian farmer or producing as a bourgeois. Many of them go to waste. And what President is saying is together with the private sector, you better make sure there are cogent industries. I bet taking this raw material now are processing to finished product for both domestic consumption and export. Those companies will be enrolled on the 24-hour economy. Not only incentive, one, insecurity, two, transport, cut tax incentives to make sure that they are functioning. And that is the only bin to get this country going. John Dramani Mahama is a man of his word. Yesterday, tell me what me can't tell me who say, Papa Yamichano. He's an honest person. A sports journalist asked him, say, are you going to build a new stadium? You see, ordinarily, to me, you will have said, oh yes. Accra is not good. Kumasi is not good. I will build a gigantic one.
Extraordinary one.
Extraordinary, modern one. But what we not can say, looking at our current economic situation, it will be very difficult for any government to build a new stadium. We have already ones. We can make sure we put them into good use. Again, you be bidding for any competition. Once we get that, we are sure some inflows of cash will come. And then when we do an investment, you bring your returns on those investments. So this analysis is give. And this is a genuine person. And you see, I say me de and I say, Nipa bia sabi mo branco and him who say last year I did A, I did B, I did C. A na ye, B na ye, C na ye. In the following year, let me improve on A. Na me to be ni senchi. Na me just say niama be ne ba ma bro bomo e be ye no. You are not a progressive minded person. And in this case, John Dramani Mahama have proven to the great people of this country that is progressive. Look, John Mahama again in expanding infrastructure, so to say the whole of West Africa, a crowd ye digja was so pa e ye kumase. He gave the central region an ultra modern market, the second biggest in the whole of Africa. Now, we were to build central markets, but the question is, you two move central market, and you be a let us build Kajetia. Now, central market for no, the
central market home point.
If the NDC has been in power, people of Kumasi and these environs, you would have seen a magnificent market. You see, he is a generational thinker. Me friends na kakaneno ufinsuta now come on pon ufa bonkro now do baby moniko and schools in one. You will see students walking distance for water. John Dramani Mahama buy no access to potable and good drinking water. Na me nua ba chado kumawu raso now come in so John Dramani Mahama and Professor Mills in the state of work make sure that Ghana today it could be a new.
Thank you very much, Solo.
This is a leader.
I said Mutimi Masolo preaching with Muhammad Station. Agriculture, we'll modernize agriculture. You see, all these ideas, we'll modernize agriculture, we'll do this. Agriculture was growing negative under the Muhammad's watch. Negative.
So what happens to your planning for food and jobs?
No, see, no, me banya butre. Oh, nya butre.
Mami too.
Asamoah, okay, ubisano, a very, very intelligent question. Say, adentina, omo baso no. Adwene wa nyina na ewe he. What you say? And no say, they found infrastructure problem. So they wanted to do infrastructure, do this, build this, do this. Yet they were growing negative and agriculture. Negative. Or say they built a port and they did this. The same John Dramani Mahama sold the Temaport MPS. What you say? And then Yanyama ne boye din ewo kromu ha and then go force nki yekoto ayetimi nya bi hihye kama and ye import ne man ke mu da form kama aside covid imponu ni na free port honum the port charges na because John Dramani Mahama has mortgaged our port to MPS and no benefit na damfo. So
I'm going to get a button my MPS that no, I want to get it that clear. Oh.
The port was referring to say yes, to port in 35 years. And you know that. But you see the argument. Me could raise any new strange topics be about. The things he mentioned. And also John Mahama met the journalist and he was look, he mentioned something. Also in fee or plumber by edge fee. Electrician okay. And he's thinking, why are these people, because you ain't cut through any system to be taxed and you know there is pressure on the salient your friend is saying problem you have identified. How do you solve that problem? Solving that problem is what the MPP government is in line doing. Say, before you can regularize the informal sectors to formalize them and to tax them, you must identify them. That is why Dr. Mahmoud Baumia added digitization abba near the 10 numbers abba and the Ghana ni bia wo kromu hano e 10 number. That is how you start.
Okay.
That is how you begin. And to what also 4 years no. Ghana card back on po. It took MPP to come and do those Ghana card. And no nebe boa mine to regularize those informal sectors and to broaden the tax base. Now boy, and in some no all can crano. Now the basis of in some no all can crano. Now it is questionable. It's now who Benadavle anymore. Because I cannot Benadavle. He is confused. I said no can one just yet.
I know your interpretation.
That be that's me tell me baby. Anyway, I tell no can one just yet. You see, ubisa question biom. Say edian pa is their interest, is their driving force. Okay? Krumwa. The most charitable, benefited Nipa Ghana ayen ye. You can say Omaya yobi ye. John Dramani Mahama. Nipa Omaya yen ye. Oti ICC anura wokosia media for any media for din common krano. Bosumu no awu am ye twa ne kone na do pay pepepe.
And prerogative right.
Oh no, Nyabuche. It is not about prerogative. The question is that me journalist bianco baby san question back pe amani. So all the things they are itemizing, obey me the 4 years a year. What you say? Because there's a background to this question. All the things that is mentioning, obey me the 4 years a year. What you say? And so obey me the 4 years a year. What happened? So what do you mean for 4 years in Nyanswa? I didn't see now person now quite now be wasted time.
But so be there 4 years. Everybody has 4 years.
No, you're not getting it.
No, mean to
was here.
You're too about for 4 years.
Was here. You're too about for 4 years.
Yes.
You see where you manage software and I say so near. You have the right to come again for a second time.
That is, you have the right.
No. Yes, that is you have the right. Now he doesn't even have the right.
Why doesn't he have the right?
Because you've served 2 times already.
On 7 times.
That term was served. You want to be some
I didn't know was 7 2 times.
Oh, this is it is straight knowledge.
Oh, so the constitution had a question on my contest.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm listening.
Was served back.
Anything. Back on any day.
On one kasaba 2012. The two Obama no 2013. Be president. We 2016. One.
but so some back. No, 2014 to
2025 to
2025 to 2028. Every it starts it.
Yes, of course, yes. Okay. He
cannot go beyond that 10. And he said, if those things cannot be done within 4 years, then why waste our time? So tax in the basis, the fundamentals has been set. And I'm sure through digitization, the tax net will be broadened. The informal sector will be formalized. What you say? Abai biasa adentina wo sre Ghana for say process no ekoso no yen tranketi process no niema umra na be start process no wo so awuntimi wie Ghana ni bi bisa no sa questions no.
Governance is continuous. And so no shase number question
number ticket on
that say one win we be abusa na hona mamusa question hona say and they will can say we be shase no be better but the more flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Enswa ka say there are certain things that this government is doing aoba obey free honum.
I don't disagree with you. You see,
the same question I'm demanding on.
You see,
why are you waiting for 2025 and sign why man?
The weight of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is forcing everybody to assume that he is even the president.
Okay.
The weight, it is forcing them now. They are also power on yebi and Kobete also power on yebi. You see, the weight is making him feel I say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and no crampon a year man penny because so far in the history of this country the most active, the most hardworking, the most visible vice president ayenya any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay.
So it is even making him compare Anone John Dramani Mahama. It is even making him compare Anone John Dramani Mahama because of Shen Niama. Ono ankasa timi gina a champion as a vice president in Poa. A swani and he put him at that pedestal.
Okay.
You are responding the questions as a former president. And nobody could raise a friend saying tickets no. Nobody can raise issues against your friend saying the Dr. Bawumia any Matthew Puku Prempe about corruption. Nobody. Nobody. But look at John Dramani Mahama. In fact, a litany of corrupt activities to the point that on one kasa na buying, setting up investigation. Say young Christian nenya memuna dream niketa sebi wom. What you say?
As Enra he made mention say Enra he made mention say whoever have evidence bring it on board.
Oh, and you know amatinami do no no kan no.
So no, the kaka say if say nay Abaya was with me, I'm putting his word. If I don't quote him right, forgive me. Say Abaya said you penny pan and Komenya said him no more evidence. They have used it against him.
Me bow. Me and I'm kind. Me bisa me na me kind.
Matiami do na kind.
I don't know bisa me evidence.
And okay, the same thing about
yes,
he said the same thing about President Akufo-Addo.
Yes, Akufo-Addo will ballot paper so I'm to Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
What you say? One come Mahama Bawumia. O se Mahama. Na o Mahama o nim nipa ko Kessben no. O be gina simpie so say obi ben. Friend eh. What you say? Friend. Anyway. You don't ask me for evidence.
Okay.
Because I didn't say
it. Buy into the Musa question.
He's watching me. Okay. Yeah, so you see the most important issue we are dealing here. Dr. Bawumia. See all the digitization pointers now or the banner. The major goal is for us to be able to compete with the friend is saying third world countries now first world countries now that is number one. Number two is for us to fight corruption, which is a canker menace
okay.
And that corruption now you fighting the personified corruption.
Why don't you prosecute him?
You see, you are not getting it.
I'm getting you.
You're not getting it.
I'm standing for Ghana.
You see, there is a way we go about things.
Okay.
What I say? Me, the fact that me prosecute you here doesn't mean that the things that they have been said no
about
we
you
cannot
know,
talk about it.
okay.
And I say no correct.
Okay.
What I say? And I say no correct. You have
a minute to finish.
As a Ghanaian citizen, you have the right to also go to court.
Okay.
But one court, now come one second. What I say? So for me, it is important to know that when you put these two tickets there, you see somebody or a ticket that is visionary, a ticket that is forward-looking and forward-thinking, a ticket that comes open to Ghanaians. Let Ghanaians know that look, these are our challenges, these are our problems. We are preparing bold solutions to solve our problems.
Okay.
And Yerabawumia Ojina UPSA mentioned them. Also, tax okay. Also, he is bringing flat rate. What I say? Send the bear and then tax no will be
thank you. And I'm not here for time until the thank you. Thank you very much.
Tax holiday.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, Mami too for a minute.
2020, I feel like my challenge is before the accounts. Me say, so be obey me at say. A commission of inquiry was set to investigate John Dramani Mahama on the Airbus scandal. Mr. I'll resign from there.
I'll resign.
I'll resign. I'll resign. I've put that challenge here. Many learned friend. Messi. Obi obet me at a show say he was investigated. I'll resign. But here, what here? The only corruption that have been established, I think so. I the PDSD. One managing minister Becca said it was fraudulent and it was truncated. When the master deal near deal, the deal was hatched in the office of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
How?
When he changed the condition precedent to condition subsequent. Now later on, it emerged that the condition precedent are a core condition subsequent. Thank
you.
Ghana lost a whooping 2 billion.
Thank you very much.
2 billion.
0551449333. Wait to me, Abasona, Yedi, and Komo. All right. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good morning. What 1 minute? Wadaroma. You mama.
I'm Mamika chairman and a question chair at Inquiry from a person. Mama. Now, I'm in board Solomon Abaso, or the MP Pinacus. One year serious in when she also pay Meno. Miss Tabio, Ghana for your mistake. Some got trouble, the doctor for me and in a post. Tabida. Yaman MP Pinocchio, Catena, now for my personal say, yes, you can have. Not cut for six. Who got $200 million here? Eh? No for top Dr. Peranco in Kenya. You don't $200 million under Dr. Bawumia. And a bit food years. And then Dr. Bawumia talks to my God for Boka.
That's it. Thank you very much. I also bet to me Abasona watch what drink. Hello?
KOD.
Yes, sir.
Show we and one you.
Show Mami too.
That's what I'm to say.
No more your pa show.
Yanko for Shira on your cassette.
Amen.
The foul contract here, lawyer Nanai, PJ Buffalo, we coming my shots out and the slug for some to money. Jawadi, sir, Nipa, so be ever upon a woman fear. And final was a walk, young clown. And your court. Try information. Tell me now, you can't say, I mean, a government of Shawano. I didn't also want to go down from information came penalty. Former President Mama Sandamika. Almost were corrupt. On no coto play, you see, you see, you're too subako. And my time to cast on the former government official one because many years can be. I didn't present Mama so Uncle Court. Uncle Kilometer and your noir. Or fighting for information.
But I say so. But I say P. Man, pick my last one. Now time no near far. Name you Hanum. Hello.
Hello.
But you don't want to do anything. What are you?
Okay.
Your first opening.
But your friend is Uncle.
Is Uncle. You
can't see Maduma.
Mami, Uncle, I meet you.
But so, Ghana, I will know. politician for the papa. But MPP for the money. We are 2 under my 10 years. But if I could put an idea against I don't see what do we are and a process. And you can for young MPP because MPP and oh, they make
me say. Well, you're doing for free for BIBU. Now, you hanum. Now, me wish it, me mama, just a minute. Happy birthday, and my niece, Ellen Amma Boating. I see, may the Lord bless you and keep you at all times. We're from PV Jantua Boating Daxon. Ono ba ndisi mo no jimo akutene pa so we say ni niece Ellen Amma Boating happy birthday. Sanso na happy birthday and Mr. Osetutu Ajimai. Kotoro ena Efreo Ashanti Regional Football Association chairman ene with a happy birthday and come just a minute Solomon Mintu just a minute
Ghana near would say me nana pay Sabri wuntimento wuntimendi wontre before na ba so so ye headmaster near my own kasa since abanya kan washe so ye police ni so ye teacher say ne uko promotion you have to bear the card of an UMPP ni akwa to you Jadini ana was central marketer ye two race course ene in so twa ateche ewia bo a wo to no come that na beto what I want to say is mo amunyina mo kosa wo chedum there is hope. There's present, he has kept faith with you people. All right. That is John Dramani.
Thank you very much.
Come December 7. Look no further.
Honorable Nana.
Let nobody deceive you.
But 2008, me na me polytechnic. I'm a polytechnic. And I'm going to be chatro Ghana for Fifi Kwete. I go for the poly enemy. Fifi Kwete. I be catch Ghana for say. MPP are by ministers in a sikapa a good bank. A bill who be that. Was it before Sika Golda? Kufwa Tassi a guni demo. Na Ghana 14 throw mudi e promise Ghana for say omudi omoba ye bie ye pipe milk na be ba ne ana ye to obama omu wie ye hunie to yen e wo krom
enti ne kwakra
hunie NDC for ye me catch santeman ma catch Ghana for say omunya MPP amanyoku ne mudidie
all right
na ye eduma ya sese no nia ye
thank you
and no na de Ghana be
thank you very much Bedasipi Honorable Nana Asafoje Parliamentary candidate for some friend ho and out in Canada Solomon Nane Oba aye campaign team Ashanti region ma aye JDM NJ no so e kan bi me dey Kwabena Owusu Dankwah sorry e kwa pese asare be dey akona ise dwumede nya o te akuanka o te